Say you're reading a manga, but there's only one problem. It's about to be on hiatus and you're on the final chapter. So now you're stuck there, having to wait for the creator to make a new chapter. You know what? If this creator is taking so long, I might as well make my own goddamn manga. How hard could it possibly be, right? One of the things I have started to realize is that every idea you have, someone has already had it, and therefore, because of the existence of the internet, you can actually just see if they have shared it online and learn from their mistakes. Now, I find a YouTuber who has done this similar, but he wanted to make an entire anime. In the end, though, he had to settle for trying to make a manga, which is basically a storyboard for an anime anyway, and he basically paid an artist to create the manga for him after he'd done his story and everything. And yeah, it looks pretty good. However, we don't have any money to pay an artist, and we don't really have any drawing skills either. So we're gonna have to figure out how to draw for free. So I basically found this open source repository on GitHub that allows you to use some generative AI stuff, basically drawing without drawing, and then you can just open up a Colab notebook uh, over here, press play, and it'll connect you to a GPU that's run by Google, and then you just click on this link over here, and that opens up this tab, and then you can select an art style if you go into the advanced, and then generate your own AI art. And then we can go into a program like Krita and start working on this, and creating text bubbles and stuff. So I did that, and I followed this sort of exposition, conflict, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution story line for planning like the entire story, and then I, just worked on that for about a week, and then this is what I've produced so far. I've produced a couple of pages, and I asked for feedback from some people, and they said, okay, this is kind of terrible. Firstly, the AI art is kind of hard to follow because there's no consistency in the characters. Like the clothes will change every now and again, and we have like random hallucinations here and there. Um, and then also another thing is like you can kind of my paneling skills are very bad because I'm not a very good artist. I think like paneling is an actual art form itself, and also my writing is kind of hard to follow. I think a lot of my jokes might be insider jokes, like on the first page, like using 50 Gmail accounts to use free compute resources from Google. That's a joke I might have to explain, and then also stuff like just making sure that it's at a fifth grade reading level and making the jokes probably more accessible would be useful. The overall workflow of making this was quite painful. It was kind of like you just have to gamble a lot with the AI image generator. It's like I'll just wait for it to reload, wait for it to reload until you have a good enough image, and then even when it is good enough, it's probably like slightly different with the character or something. So, all in all, kind of annoying. And at times I was like, okay, I might as well just draw something in myself because the output just won't really render anything nice. So that's why the cat is like hand drawn. But at the end of the day, I mean, we have no money, and this is pretty okay result, I would say. Maybe we could potentially hand it off to an artist if people actually want to see it become like published, or if we could somehow make people pay for it, I guess. But I mean, I don't really know what would make people want to pay for this. Maybe, I guess, if the story is actually like worth reading or something. Right now, though, for some reason, I feel like I've hit a weird writer's block, which is like a psychological problem that I can't seem to solve. Maybe most creators get this, and I'm starting to understand why people go on hiatus. But I do want to complete it because I mean, I have a storyline outlined, and also Jabril did say just completing it is success in a way.